Okay guys, what's the plan for today?
Well, we're gonna go up in a flying dinghy today, which is crazy. Those exist, apparently.
It's a dinghy with a motor on the back and wings.
Yo!
So anyways, we saw it flying around out here when we first arrived, and we managed to find the guy who owns it. He's a really cool South African guy. He has a really cool story about his, getting into flying when he was a young kid and all this stuff.
What's the filming situation, Blue?
So we can put GoPros on the wings.
Yep.
Whoever's on the ground can be filming with the 4K and the GH5 long lens.
Okay. And the drone.
And the drone.
If he allows me to fly the drone while he's flying.
If it looks crazy, when you see it in the sky flying around, it doesn't compute that that's what you're seeing. A dinghy flying around in the sky. It just looks like it's fake or CGI or something like that. So it's going to be a crazy experience and beautiful views. So
Yeah.
It's going to be a good day.
This is the story of Delos, a sailboat that's been cruising around the world for over a decade. I jumped on board 10 years ago, not knowing that one day I'd be stepping up as captain, with my girlfriend and first mate by my side. Over 50 crew have called Delos home, and that tradition of sharing the adventure continues this season as we write the next chapter of the Delos story during a lap around the North Atlantic Ocean. If you enjoy Delos videos, please hit subscribe. It's a fast and free way to keep our journey going.
Oh, there's a whole like pontoon, look at it.
Would you mind just explaining, Brian, kind of the backstory on this whole situation? How did you get the dinghy? How did you get into this?
So I fly ultralights, and I got my own airfield in South Africa. So when I was looking for a place to move to, came to this island because I taught a guy, well actually it was a friend of mine who's a sailor, and I taught him to fly, and he ended up in the Atlantic. I said, are you still on that funny little island somewhere in the Atlantic? And he said, yeah, he's still here. And I said, okay, well, is there any flying? He says, no way, there's no flying here. Yeah. I said, well, okay, I'm not a sailor, so it's a sailing community, so all right. Came here, and then I thought, no, I'm gonna definitely fly here. So I searched everywhere in the world for that.
Born for this, Ruben.
You were?
I don't know. I think the fact that I've always been a little bit scared of heights has always led me to be really intrigued by flying. I've always been like, ooh, flying.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but like, you get giddy and excited, but kind of nervous, but pumped. Like that. That's what it means.
You up?
I'm up. It's my turn. Ready to do it. I think it's going to be a little bit nervous takeoff and landing, but once we're up there, it looks like it's pretty comfortable, and we're just cruising. So I'm stoked.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay.
People worry all the time. People worry and they lose their minds. All they really gotta do is let go, let go, let go. You miss your home, you miss your family. It's harder than it used to be. Time moves so fast, but you feel so slow. You can't let go. Every day you're wondering when that shiny day's coming. But for now you just stand in the rain. You can't let go. used to be. You're wasting time, just step back and rewind and let go, let go, let go. I don't care what you do, I don't care, just see it through. You're on your own, nobody's looking at you, just let go, let go, let go. People worry all the time, people worry and they lose their minds. Only thing you gotta do is let go, let go, let go. People worry all the time. People worry and they lose their minds. All you really gotta do is let go, let go, let go.
How gnarly was that?
Oh my gosh, that's crazy, man.
What was that like, Blue?
That was for sure one of the coolest things I've ever done in my entire life. Absolutely unreal. Beautiful views, and oh man, I have tears in my eyes from how spectacular. Seriously. You're just like a big little kid, huh? We're going, he's like, oh look, the ferry, let's go get him!
Yeah.
So cool. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh man. You have the coolest job in the world, I'd say. It's official.
That's a pretty, yeah, I can agree with that. That's a pretty cool job.
Alright, who's next?
Ruben.
Oh, me?
So what's the setup here? What's the engine and
All right, so this is a normal ultralight Flexwing. They've got so many names. We call them trikes, but this is a Flexwing or a Delta ultralight, microlight. They've got lots of names. So it's essentially designed from a hang glider, and then they put engines on them. This particular plane was designed in Italy. Because it was a sailor, the guy was a sailor, and he's sailing around and he thought, and he wanted something that he could pull behind the boat or lift it up and put it on the boat.
Yeah.
So it's a standard rubber duck, 3.5 meter length. They call it the Open 350, and that Lomac is made in Italy. So the guy just ended up making a stainless steel frame, undercarriage, put it on there, and then the engine is a Rotax 582, 65 horsepower, made in Austria.
Is the bottom of the tender, is it fiberglass or aluminum?
Yeah.
It's fiberglass. It's nice and
Fiberglass.
light. How much
Yeah.
does the entire thing weigh?
About 220 kilograms.
Okay.
So it's pretty light.
And what's the highest altitude you can get to in your average?
The problem is the rubber duck. The rubber duck expands. It's like a balloon. When it goes up, it'll burst. So you're limited to the altitude. I mean, you tow one of these things behind a car and you go up high. You've got to keep letting the pressure out as you're climbing up. So I don't go much higher than 2,000 feet.
So when you fly like today, do you have to know when the planes are coming in?
Yeah, I've got to put a flight plan in. I've got to talk to them on that airband radio
Okay, yeah.
the whole time. And I've got a transponder in there as well, so they can see me exactly where I am.
Yeah.
One instrument. on
And your
the side.
altitude and
They
speed
can
and
get the
everything.
speed, altitude, my registration, everything like that. Yeah. So it was one of the necessities because this is controlled airspace.
Man.
So
What about, do you know like the history of the Flying Dinghy at all? When they got started or who the
it was a guy Doi Malingri, who invented it. He invented the idea, and he patented the idea of the dinghy on an ultralight. And flying boats were from way back.
About what year did he do that? Do you know?
I think it was about 89. Actually, the first time I ever saw it, I thought, oh, that's crazy. Stupid, big rubber duck on the. I thought it was ridiculous.
That's probably the first thing you thought too, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't like that idea at all.
How was it?
I'd say that's like something I've never done before. Oh man, there were moments where I was completely relaxed and chilled out, and then other moments I was like, okay, breathe. Like you start getting scared of heights again, and then it's like, okay, no, relax. It's no big deal, relax.
It's just such a surreal view. Like we were going over the. I can't even describe it. Nothing does it justice. Actually, my favorite moment is when the engine goes off, everything goes quiet, and you can just feel the wind. You're just kind of like riding nature.
It looks so smooth. Wow, thank you so much, Ryan.
Okay, cool, man.
Beer time.
Yeah, beer time, you're right.
What did you decide on doing then? What's the plan?
We're going, bro. We're gonna go out to Princess Alice. We're gonna go for it. The weather looks good. If it's bad, we just turn around. So the plan is to leave here, get there. It's about 45 miles. We'll get there right at sunrise, and then do 2 dives each. So a total of 4 dives since we're in 2 teams. Turn around, come back before the weather gets bad.
Sounds great.
That's the plan.
Yeah, nice. You got it down. You got it locked. What are the things we need to do before we go?
Make the boat non-roll proof because it's going to be rolly. We're going to be motoring. There's not much wind out there right now. I'm going to put all the dishes away, finish cleaning the galley. That's it, man. Just put your brain in passage mode. What would we do, you know, when we were leaving Bermuda, all that stuff.
Yeah. And another really important point. So me, I found out I get seasick pretty badly, and so I've decided that I'm gonna take seasickness tablets. It's pretty normal. Lots of people do it, and I'm joining them. I thought I'd be able to beat it, but I'm not gonna push it this time. Not worth it.
Nav lights.
Perfect. You ready, bro?
Yeah, let's do this, buddy.
Yeah, you excited?
Yeah, super excited.
Yeah. You've done anything like this before?
Fuck, all the time.
Yeah. This is your
not
life.
the dive, but yeah, leaving whenever we need to leave, mission the dock whenever we need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Keep moving. I hate staying still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one thing about Sean is he doesn't like stopping. Anyway.
That's it. Keep on moving.
Do it.
Very slowly go out of the dock without hitting anything. That's it.
That sounds pretty good.
That's all we gotta do. Just gotta ease our way out. There's not much wind, so it should be pretty easy. Stern's off. Really important to keep an eye on watch tonight because there's definitely going to be fishing boats. There's one over there, and where we're going is a huge fish attraction, and it's not illegal to fish there. So boats do go out there in calm weather and fish. So we just have to keep a really good eye out on radar and on the horizon for stuff.
10. Right now is exactly 10. From 10 to 11:30, Alex. From 11:30 to 1, Brady. 1 to 2:30, Ruben. 2:30 to 4, Cian. 4 to 5:30, me. 5:30 to 7, Alex. 7 to 8:30, Brady.
Yeah, feels actually it feels really good to get off the dock. This season's really different in the fact that we've been at the dock instead of at anchor for most of it because of weather, or because here at this dock they actually make you do it if you have insurance. You have to come into the dock So we haven't really been going on dinghy missions or anything like that, and yeah, it just feels really different for that reason. It's definitely not typical cruising.
We're not alone. We've got some other people out here who beat us to it. They may have even just stayed the night out here, but it's a small area. All right, man, well, the other dive boat dropped anchor. This boat's on a mooring. We just went into about 35 meters of water. So now we're gonna try and drop. This is about as shallow as this bank gets out here. So I just wanna make sure we stay away from these other boats. And hopefully we grab onto something.
Still not totally sure what's going on, but we are in 40 meters now.
All right, dropping.
Isn't it risky being so close to boats? When
Yeah, it is.
So someone has to stay here ready to
Yeah.
maybe swing around.
If the wind changes or... We're sitting in about 70 meters of water right now. But where I dropped the anchor was between 35 and 40, so yeah, so now we'll just see how we sit.
It's quite an odd sight to see just three boats kind of just
Yeah, it's really
anchored
good.
in the middle of the ocean.
Alright, Princess Alice Bank. So we're gonna dive in 2 teams today. Me, Ruben, and Kia will be in team number 1. The dive plan is gonna be super simple. It doesn't look like there's much current now, and I think high tide is like right now. So we're not gonna have a bunch of, might be a little bit of like surface current from the wind, but there's not much wind anyways. So we're gonna get in the water off the stern of the boat. We're gonna surface swim up to where the anchor is. We're gonna grab on, nice and chill. Everything's really chill. There doesn't need to be any rush on the dive today. No like go, and no anxiousness, nothing like that. It's gonna be really relaxed and chill. We get to the anchor line. Once we're all okay to go down, we release our BCDs and we'll start following the anchor line down. Once we get to like 35 meters or so, 30 meters, something like that, we'll stop along the way and just make sure everybody's okay. And then we'll just watch me and we'll make a call from there.
Baby bro.
I'm feeling nervous, to be honest with you. I'm gonna be open and transparent with the camera and the people. How else do you learn? And I really trust Brady because I know how many dives he's done, and he's
Yeah,
so yeah.
he's a good dive buddy.
Yeah.
And a good
Yeah,
instructor.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So
Look at Brady underwater and imitate him. He's very calm. He moves very slow. No worries. Just try to mimic that energy.
now I'm gonna become Brady.
Oi.
I'm gonna become you, bro.
What?
Become you. I'm gonna be you.
Okay. That's great. I'm excited.
You're
I'm
hired.
You're hired.
Like father, like son.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, Brady?
Tired, but good.
Yeah?
Yeah, the conditions aren't too bad, so we're okay. It's just gonna be interesting. I'll feel better once I go down and make sure that we're in the right spot and we can see stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Time to head back, man. The weather's beautiful, but I think it's gonna get windy here soon. So we're gonna get underway and head back into Porta. Incredible day, man. Let's get the anchor up. All 80 meters of it. What are you swinging on, Blue?
Our brand new 5-panel Delos hats. Which one do you like better? This one? Or this one?
I like the blue better.
The blue better?
Yeah.
That's just because you like blue.
Ooh, flying.
Is your knee shaking?
Meanwhile, baby brother just passed out sleeping over here. No sleeping on the job, baby brother.
Huh?
You look like you work here and you're just sleeping.
Just having a nap between shifts.
It really, I just felt like I was a drone.
Right.
I'm like, this is.
I am a drone.
But we were only 1,000 foot, and the drone's up to like 1,500 feet sometimes, right? So even higher, and going. Feel bad for the drone now when I put it through.
Alright, give us a new end screen for the like, subscribe, ad.
Has. Hey, you ever want to go sailing, but really not want to leave your couch? Turn on to svdelos.com and come along for the ride.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
Exactly.